do you deal with that?
I want to listen from you guys.
Well, Magda, I have a question here, also in this same topic,
Yeah.
because I am from cybersecurity, application security. I have a team, and I support an area in my company. So I need to share my knowledge, something like that, in two ways: with my team and with the developers. So one thing that I strongly believe is the way we communicate cybersecurity is crucial. If I go to developers, hey, you guys, motherfucker, here is your report. So I will come back in 2 hours to see if it's fixed. So it's a way, not a better way, but it's a way. So with my team, for example, and developers, I always present the vulnerabilities in a session for learn, because all vulnerabilities, all reports, it's a training.
Yeah.
What's the report? Why it happened? Why it's a risk for the company? How an attacker could exploit it? And what can I do in this case and other similar cases? When I talk about similar cases, is how can I find similar vulnerabilities in my code? How to teach the developers to have a skill to find, because I am only one. I have a team, but they are 1,000 developers, so I can be everywhere.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what's the best advice for you that for us cybersecurity professionals could better communicate the security risks and vulnerabilities with developers, and for teach the juniors, the seniors? What's the key tips that you
I'm not a developer, but I will share what I believe. I believe we should inform that our world is changing very fast, and we can be perfect in our work. We can have a really perfect code, but we are not working alone. So we need to be aware that new ways of attacks, new vulnerabilities will appear with time. Even more, the more new technologies you have, the more vulnerabilities and new ways of attacks you will have. So I would say make sure your team, the developers you are presenting the reports to, they are aware that this is normal, that a lot of companies is dealing with that, the biggest in the world, because my company is working with companies from Fortune 500, and basically, like, in a lot of companies you can find same vulnerabilities. Like, we are all dealing with the SSO, we are all dealing like with the LLMs right now, right? So like, it's happening everywhere. This is normal. And what I would say, promote open feedback culture. Do some training for your people if they need it, and keep an open mind and let people fail sometimes. And also maybe try to motivate them for their own micro research, because I can see this is very motivating my team. If they do their own micro research, they go and they show that other companies has some vulnerabilities and this is okay. So that would be my advice. I'm not sure if it's the best, but I believe what you're doing, this learning session, this is it. Because when you are learning, you allow yourself to fail, right? So that might be very crucial.
Marcus,
That's
have some comments?
Not a comment, but some. I think it's a complementation with my things, with Marcus thinking. But when you talk about feedbacks and about how to learn, how to cheat, I think we have some point. For me, it's work better is when you take the vulnerabilities and you take an application risk management plan, for example. When you take the vulnerabilities, because when we receive the report, we receive a lot of vulnerabilities. If you have an application risk, you put the vulnerabilities and the level of these vulnerabilities according of the application or according of the business. And for me, it works better when I say these vulnerabilities have more impact in my application than other vulnerabilities. In some cases, I have low vulnerabilities or medium vulnerabilities, or have with more impact than the high vulnerabilities or criticals. And for me, works better when you have this plan to sign or to teach the developer with this plan. For me, it's work better. I don't know if for you guys, but for me, when I have this thinking, it's better.
E aí, gostou desse corte? Então segue, continua, que tem muito mais.